can start reviewing tanks. Well, there's a good reason I haven't really reviewed tanks on this channel, and I will demonstrate why by reviewing a tank for you. But before I get into that, make sure you're a part of our BROSKIE community by smashing that subscribe button with those bell notifications on. Join our Discord server to get connected with the pros, and let's just get straight into this video. Alright, so I'll be reviewing the Churchill Tank for you. So as you can see, I don't know much about it. I don't know what the health of this tank is or anything. Sometimes it shows you where you're shooting when you're in the front gun, but the 30 caliber doesn't really penetrate anything besides those AA guns, but you're better off shooting with the 75 in my opinion. I'm going to try and get up this steep hill here, and it seems we're already gliding. Okay, I think we just got to the top, and we are stuck? Yeah, we're stuck. Okay, we're going to put it in reverse, and I think I'm stuck on a wall now. I'm having difficulty getting out of here. Okay, I'm just going to wait here for a tank to show up. Oh, there he is. Okay, we hit him once. You can't really aim for any weak spots on tanks, so I just recommend center mass. Churchill's probably one of the better tanks because it fires the fastest, and it has a 75mm, which is all you really need to do damage to tanks. He's hit us once, and we've got already 3 shots in him right now, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to try pulling a cheeky move here where I'm going to spam repairs, and hopefully I'll be... Okay, since I don't remember it taking 30 seconds to repair. I think I might have screwed myself over. How do I stop repairing? Okay, we're going to die. Yeah, this is going to suck. I did not realize it took time to repair. But I don't even know what my health is, so I didn't even know if I needed to repair. Oh, no. Okay, so I probably could review tanks on this channel, but to be honest with you, WAD tanks are a mystery to everyone. Alright, the next question coming from Helen asks, what new maps are you wishing for? Well, I guess I'm wishing for Hamburg because that's going to be the first America versus Germany map. But obviously not all wishes come true. But besides from that, I'd probably wish for a map where all the nations could fight each other on, and that you wouldn't have to leave the game to change your nation. In terms of a realistic battle, probably another Soviet, maybe Battle of Kuban or Battle of Moscow, something like that would be kind of cool. Moving on, the next question from George says, how to fly a Mosquito Mark IV and Gunship sequel in a strategic way to help your team. Also, please make a squadron. Every time I try to join, I can't because they're full. So as far as making another unit, I probably won't for the time being, but as long as you're in the Discord server or have those bell notifications on, you're not going to miss any of the flights we do. But yeah, I can definitely fly this thing in a strategic way. I'm a Mosquito Mark IV, I think. I didn't really check, but it's a Mosquito. And I'm basically trying to defend the battleships right now. So I'm taking out all the enemy fighters, all the enemy bombers. We have an HE-111 coming in, and there's a Stuka right above me that you probably can't see quite yet. But this guy's pretty fast, so he might even get some hits in. But I'm trying to take him out before that happens. He's got, it seems like 4 250s maybe. He's definitely in bombing range. He's going to drop some bombs on that ship. But it looks like he's getting pretty close, and oh, he's on fire. He's going down. Oh shoot, he just kamikaze, bro. My man. Okay, I tried to defend, but he's... Okay, the Stuka's down. Yeah, that was... is that strategic enough? I tried very hard to help the team. It looks like a successful defense, though. Next question coming from Carlos asks, can you make a video about the brand new of the B-17? Well, the B-17 isn't quite out yet, but when it does come out, as long as I get supplied the gold, I'll probably make a video on it. So you can bet on that. On the next question, coming from Jude, what do you think the next plane in WAD is? Well, considering someone's talking about a B-17, probably a B-17, I really have no idea. Honestly, at this rate, it could be anything, and I wouldn't be surprised. And what are your stats on WAD? Well, I'll go ahead and show them to you here. You can pause the video and take a look. Alright, the next question here coming from Anonym, hopefully I pronounced that right, is asking, should we turn with P40C Tomahawk? Now, I can interpret that 2 different ways. Either he's asking if he should turn against the P40C, or if he's in a P40C, should he be turn fighting? Well, if you're in the P40C, like the guy says below, Lonnie, he says, against German planes, you can use flaps to turn against them, which is true. I'm pretty sure the P40C can actually outturn German fighters. With Japanese planes, you're not going to be outturning them. Can you go vertical? Maybe. It depends. If you're in a higher energy state, you definitely can. If not, most likely you won't be able to. My recommendation is to B and Z against Japanese planes. So when flying against the P40C Tomahawk, my recommendation is if you're flying at any plane that's known for maneuverability, like Japanese Zeros, even an I-16 or Yak-1B or something like that that's known for maneuverability, even a Spitfire, then turn against the P40C. But if the plane is more known for speed, then do not turn against the P-40C. It's most likely going to outturn you. The P-40C is very interesting because it's kind of a middle-of-the-line type aircraft. It can do a little bit of turning, and it can do a little bit of B and Z, although I'd say it's better at B and Z unless it's going against higher-tier aircraft. But good question. Moving on. Tripix asks, will you buy the upcoming V-17 in the new update, and will you review it? As long as I'm supplied the gold, I'll review anything. Another question coming from Anonim, which Tier 1/2 plane is the best for dogfighting? Which Tier 1/2 plane is the best for bombing? And which 1000 gold plane is the best? Now, Tripix is definitely right. The Spitfire Mark 1 is definitely a great dogfighter, but for 1000 gold, you can also get the A6M2, I believe, which is even better, because this aircraft has access to the 20mm cannon. The aircraft's slightly slower than the Spitfire, but not by much, but it pretty much outmaneuvers every aircraft in the game, so on a one-on-one dogfight, if I ever make a dogfights versus on this, I'm pretty sure the A6M2 is going to win. But if you find yourself on Battle of Britain, Tripix is definitely right. The Spitfire Mark 1A is undoubtedly the best 1000 gold dogfighter you can get. Has 830 cal Browning machine guns, which just disintegrates most enemy fighters. Actually, all enemy fighters. These things fire at a super high fire rate, so it's easy to hit targets. You have plenty of ammunition. The plane's also incredibly fast, probably a lot faster than it should be. It does have that float carburetor issue, but that's not even that big of a deal. It has great visibility, except for the sights. I'm not a huge fan of them. But it has a mirror if you're into that kind of stuff. But yeah, Spitfire, definitely a great plane. But if you're looking for a bargain Tier 1 aircraft, we're talking the I-16. The plane is free. It's heavily armed. It's got two 7.62 machine guns and two 12.7, I believe. Basically, this plane is the embodiment of death, flying death. It has great visibility. You can pretty much see everything around you. It's decently fast. I'm pretty sure it outmaneuvers even Spitfires. The plane's awesome. Highly recommend the I-16. If you have not flown it yet, check it out. It's a free aircraft. Also has a new damage model. That's a huge plus. So now on to the best Tier 1/Tier 2-ish bombers. We're talking the BF-110. It's unlockable after the Stuka that you can purchase for 1000 gold, and this plane I think you can get for XP, so I'm going to put it as one of the low tier aircraft. The aircraft has twin engines, so if one of them goes out, you'll still have one more to carry you home hopefully. It's insanely fast. It can turn pretty decently, very surprisingly actually, so you can even dogfight with this. Has two 250 kilogram bombs that you can attach, or you can switch them out for two 37mm cannons. Or maybe it's one, I have no idea, but this plane is basically anti-everything, and the tail gun is pretty much a bird gun. This plane's absolutely insane, definitely the best bomber out there. Alright, the next question coming in from Robin Jennison. Actually, this is not a question, this is more of a request. It says, do dogfight versus with tanks. Lonnie's going ahead and reply, it's not dogfighting then, comrade. He's got a point. I can't do dogfight versus with tanks, but I can do tank versus. The T-34 and the Panzer II face off in armored combat encounters. The T-34 is one of the Soviets' most successful tanks, and the Panzer II is, well, not as successful. In fact, it's actually inferior to the T-34 in virtually every way. But that doesn't matter. Now you're the commander, or the driver, or the loader. Or the machine gunner. As the T-34 two-taps Panzer IIs. We're looking at armor thickness, round thickness, and more importantly, tank thickness. Only on Tanks Versus. Alright broski, so before I tell you about the release date for the Hamburg map, I want to give a quick shout out to the game I'm working on, Comrades and Commanders. It's basically a World War II themed trading card game, so if you want to collect all your favorite units, including infantry, aircraft, tanks, and even ships, then go check out Comrades and Commanders on Instagram. The game is not out yet, but it's going to be out soon, so I want everyone to go follow it on Instagram to stay up to date with it, and hopefully you broskis enjoy the game. Alright, so now let's talk about this Hamburg update. Alright, Daniel's asking, any idea about the Hamburg update coming out? Listen kid, I don't have much time, but the Hamburg update...